Market recap for Wednesday, the 3rd of December 2025, right? I don't have my normal setup right now, so it's just going to be a quick rundown of what Wednesday did and basically my trade. If I traded, I'm just going to try to remember. It's just going to be on the fly, right? So I'm going to have to do it from the replay because today is, I'm pretty sure it's Sunday or something. So we're just going to have to run it real quick. So let's start with the daily, right? Let's start with the daily. We overall, right, if we just take that annotations off, we can see that we came back and we have inversed this gap, right? We reclaimed this gap, right? So we are overall bullish, and in the lower time frame, we know this is an original consolidation of a market maker buy model, right? And that is our target for the week. So the main thing is to look out for is bullish price action. Once Monday came all the way to the fair value gap right here and closed way above, which shows how bullish it is. Tuesday comes down, looks like near upper quadrant area of the previous daily wick, and then goes up. We're expecting the same for Wednesday. However, let me just drop to the 4 hour, right? Just right, show what the market maker buy model I'm talking about. As you can see, the original consolidation here. So this is the target for the week, right? Knowing that, you can see the CE here. This is the level I expected price to manipulate down to, because Tuesday was just pure accumulation, let's say, right? So if price goes down there, which aligns with like many PD arrays, this whole area, which has the rejection block, the midpoint of this inverse, like there's a lot of levels just stacked around that, even on the 1 minute, right? So that's my expectation for price to manipulate all the way down there, and then we could get a reaction to go up for the highs. And why is that? Because at 9, actually at 8:20 area, we'll start making relative equal highs for the initial liquidity with London liquidity, right? And all of this is higher, by the way, is higher than this. This high here is higher than this high, which makes this relative equal lows that they're definitely going to take out for the day, okay? Or maybe tomorrow, like I'm talking Thursday terms, but it's therefore a target, right? However, we just start the manipulation pre-market aggressively. Look at that. At 9, we just start shooting down big candles to the downside. I'm like, all right, cool. That sets up the manipulation leg as a Judas, right? Which means when 9:30 opens right here, boom, we can open and we could manipulate one more time below these lows, right? Which now are relative equal lows right here, as you can see, relative equal lows that I expect to get taken out. That's what I expected with this to taken out, which fills this only unfilled 1 minute gap, 15 gap, 5 minute gap, right? And goes to it and then shows some changes. I don't know, anything that changes the structure, and then I would enter to buy all the way up. But it didn't do that. It did not do that. Right? That's what pissed me off. That's why I was just waiting. I was patient the whole day, and I was like, just do it, right? I know ES has done, what do you call it? ES has gone and taken that low, so there is an SMT. However, look at ES in the 1 minute time frame. It leaves wicks just below that, and then when it comes to it again, it's a wick that doesn't even go below this original wick, which in terms to me means like, okay, we are making a low, but it's not guaranteed because this is unfinished business, right? And if this is unfinished business, it's not safe for me to put or trust that the low has been put in place and try buy up here or even up here, right? Because this leg has not SMT'd or anything that makes sense for me to trust that the low's in place, especially when we have such nice PD arrays under liquidity right here, right? This area was perfect. I even had a limit order because how confident I would be if we go down here with buy up there, right? But I'm pretty sure that's the same day I was traveling, so I couldn't even like really get into a position that easily could go up, because I can't lie, my target at the start was just to either midpoint of the RTH opening range gap right here, or like upper quadrant. And as you can see, it went to upper quadrant and then had like a sell-off. So that's something I was just targeting. I didn't bother about going all the way up there, but that's just me aligning with the narrative. We have two sell side below us, and we have one main buy side above us as well, right? So it was 2-2 situation, but as you can see, look at the consolidation from the start to finish, just going left and right like a barcode, and then it goes and displaces above the midpoint, then, which is weird, leaving the first presented fair value gap, which was somewhere. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. You can barely even see it, right there. This little tiny gap. Let me just mark it up. So you know I'm not doing anything on the laptop. I'm not marking anything. Listen, it's right here, right? It goes down, wicks close below it, then it starts wicking inside it, and then it goes higher again, and then starts dropping. Oh yeah, I remember this. I took a trade today, right? Look at these relative equal lows. Perfect, right? On top of that, we have these relative equal lows and these relative equal lows. So to me, I was like, okay, I want longs, but however, it's just, let me just target these as a first and just get off, right? Because at this time it was, what time was it? It was 11:20. I was already overstaying my welcome, right? So once we close like this in this gap, I was like, you know what? I'm allowing some swing, but I'm just gonna take just a market short, right? Once I seen something on the 15 second, I can't remember what it was, and then because this high was exactly the lower quadrant on the daily time frame of a volume imbalance or a 4 hour, I can't remember exactly. So once price did this structure shift, right, I'm trying to do this as like a mini 2022 kind of model, and I'm just trying to aim for the first leg down, this leg, which should have supposedly went down to here, right? Even if we want to go higher, but as you can see, that's why we go in this type of fashion. Look at this garbage barcode, left and right price action all the way to these highs, just straight garbage. There's no point of it. So that's why it could have been a good day as long as we went down below here, but the fact that we didn't go up at all, I mean, we didn't go down here, just makes it improbable. And honestly, even this trade, I took it on a combine because of how improbable it was. But I low-key just wanted to get something out, and when I realized it was just garbage, I manually closed the trade here, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm done. There's no point to trade today. I know it's going here, but I don't know how it's going there. And as you can see, that's exactly how it goes. It took the whole day to do the same move that it did in 5 minutes, or like 5 to 10 minutes. That's pointless. I want to be in a move that goes up straight or goes down straight, where I know where my stop loss is, where I know everything's at. But yeah, I don't think there's much to it. It's just a garbage day. It's nothing to trade really, right? You could have definitely traded, but like if you ask for probability wise, it's not something to trade, right? And if you're taking a loss, it's because it's impulsive and I'm going against the bias, right? Me going against the bias right here was shorting, even though like it's like it just wasn't improbable. It's one of them days where I should have just skipped it, and technically I did skip it, but I did leave it for the evaluation to just try. Anyway, that's the market recap for Wednesday. Peace out.